I'm on one. My big boss got me feeling so bossy, like Lauren Hill. I kill them softly. This a girl rather baby call her naughty. Cause if my true loyal, then it's gon' cost me. Stop it. That's how I'm feeling. Dog, that's how I'm feeling. When I touch down, I'ma burn it all to the ground. Make sure the whole world feel it. That's just how I'm feeling. Big boss, I'm a big boss.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
That is caught by Cohen. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Let the band play.
Finding room to the 20. And all the way down to the 5. That one 28 yards on the ground. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Second down and goal. Fields. And quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown Bears. Darnell Mooney. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Voting always a concern, but the extra points up and good. And it makes the score 7-0.
Everybody know not to bring no news around.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
One reason I know, but doing donuts in a double lock bucket. She look right in my eyes when she suck it. Bank account fat like Professor Pump, bitches love me like Buddy. And the moment told me she love me, then I disappeared all of a sudden.
Forward for about 3 and second down.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
It's dope.
Big boy shit on it. I got a plate with a whole lot on it. I'm having my way right now at the moment. She got an ass, you can sit a glass on it. My time costs money, got a price tag on it. You know that. Big boys in the hood, but I kill a nigga about my sister.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
She went to college in Atlanta, where she from Savannah. She gon' show out every time when I pull out the camera. In the strip club, my diamonds twerking harder than the business. Ryan,
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there.
Oh, bullshit.
I'm just saying, get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Counted millions in a cold bag, bitch, booty swole, got her on bank roll, can't fold, does a no headshot, case closed, bust it down with the bros, put that up, go get some more, selling bags out the back door, keep that on the low, bag, bitch.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Can't fold, does a no headshot, case closed, kill the shit, I rock go, who is this, come get y'all.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Wilson. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
On the floor, now my jury box froze, fuck a bowl, fuck a stove, counted millions in a cold, bad bitch, booty swole.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get in the end zone. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
I asked where that pussy belonged to. She said, fuck him, I can have it. Yo, the bitch been talking for 20 minutes, talking about she the baddest. Bitch, I just got this new low, not this new rubber stash.
Hunt is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that it lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, man, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors.
Whenever
he knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat? In every meeting with reporters this week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
A lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Fields now to throw. That's into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Make sure you leave no witnesses whenever you slide. Make sure you leave no witnesses whenever you slide. Make sure you leave no witnesses whenever you slide. Make sure you leave no witnesses whenever you slide. Make sure you leave no witnesses whenever you slide.
It was all a dream.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing. They were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now, here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and the Bears will get the football back.
How to shoot. I can show you how to hustle, how to ball, and how to shoot. I've been doing this since the Jeep, the business ain't nothing new. Money coming in, bitch, I like my shit in all blue. I'm about to buy another truck and finna give away my coupe. I'm shooting shit like Paul Pierce, bitch, I ball down the truth.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like it's balanced out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Oh, then how you come and glow?
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, if we double my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
I'm like, whoa.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10.
This shit ain't like I'm supposed. Yeah, she fantasize about giving me head inside my robe. They don't like me fucking ball on this bitch head like Derrick Rose. Trapping in the mountain, next day I'm serving it back to grow.
A shotgun snap, Fields. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
He a street nigga or a rich nigga? Bitch, I'm both. Smashed the 6 days in a row, then turned into Casper and a ghost. That pussy too good, baby. Let her just go detox. That pussy too good.
Again, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And outbounds right around the 20.
Really was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
That boy, he a genius. Ice motherfucking cold. That boy, he a penguin.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
For the tub. Let's be smart. We're going to be smart. Fuck it.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Santos' kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Latwani.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Play after up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown.
Try this again. Try this again.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They ain't gotta like me, but I guarantee they gonna have to respect me. My bitch said I know you, bitch, but don't neglect me. Okay, no retro Jordans on rockin' on out.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
Stoppers with drugs, we hold it out.
And I can't wait to see what they decide to do. Because one play drive, we throw an interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
See me in the coffin.
On 2nd and 9, Fields finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I think it's a game.
Niggas ain't fucking with me. Niggas ain't fucking with me. Niggas ain't fucking with me.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Fuck on top of the cover, hit up your crazy seat.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
I keep the gang with me, cause they gon' bang for me.
Here's Fields.
You do the same shit and you came from nothing. I made it up, niggas say I got lucky. I'm doing my thing.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Looks to me probably like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws in his windows. He just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions have plagued him, especially the second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Now all I need is a beat. Bitches wave, I barely speak. This coupe came with no backseat, and I ain't drove it in weeks. Y'all play football in the grass, we play football in the street.
On first down, it's Fields.
I pull right up.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Get it all over my
Miles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So second and long, and got to be
It's
careful.
Garrett,
not to fall
that's
out of
why.
field goal range. Down to 30 after a gain of 3.
I keep the gang with me, cause they gon' bang for me. Yeah, I saw my ass on that brother. You do the same shit if you came from nothing. I made it up, niggas say I got lucky. I'm doing my thing, only God can judge my luck. 100K on the running, yes, I like my hoes on the lead.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Oh, she wanna go to Dubai on the money. I told that bitch I'm in major with money.
To throw is Fields.
I just spent like 20,000 on my leg.
Oh my goodness.
Going to be incomplete. But the passing windows
Oh,
are
my
just
goodness.
not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just comes off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now Wilson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
I got 3 league free skis on cash. Mill 2019, I'ma bring back the Glock 19, gotta bring back stuff. Long way. I like my money real neat. You got a leg on my freaks. You said you fucking with me. I'ma just sip my little tea. She let me fuck up for free.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Can't feel Franklin on my bills. Cold seals. Bitches love pills. You call me too many times back to back, bitch, chill.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right.
Pull up like what's poppin'.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to look deep for more. Touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Vikings are on their way to a 2-0 start. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after this field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
That's what you do, quarterback.
Picked off at the 20, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Play action. It's Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
I think I want to turn her to my baby mama.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Shaking like thunder. Bad bitch, she keep 2 credit cards on them. Mad bitches on.
They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. He was out there waving his arms. When you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They go play action with Wilson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
I ain't having it from the back, stabbing it like my triple X show. This ain't no David Letterman. Hey, big booty Judy.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Back to throw. Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Fields throwing into the hands of Pitts here. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Fields on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Dog, you know these niggas hate us, dog. No cap. Yeah. Hey, fuck them, let them hate, I'ma keep getting paid. Cocky ass nigga, and I'm stuck in my ways. Designer down, and I'm still wearing J's. I'm about to get a color, and I couldn't get the raise. Yo, big boy, double R. It's on the way, boy, I might switch it up. I put the colors on.
Now it's Fields. They look for Pitts again. This time he's got it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Fields. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you got got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, are you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down.
Parker, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Wilson wants to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's